I had your name typed in the search bar. 3:17 in the morning. I know the exact time because I've looked at that memory more times than I should be able to count. The screen was bright in a dark room, and for 47 seconds, I know it was 47 because some part of me was counting. Your name sat there, waiting. And then I deleted it, letter by letter. I want to tell you that was an act of discipline. That it was the correct decision. That I weighed the pros and cons with the same precision I bring to every significant choice in my life, and I arrived at the right conclusion. But here's what I can't make myself believe anymore. Discipline and fear feel identical from the inside. I have built things that changed how the world works. I have made calls that most people would have collapsed under. I have sat in rooms where the pressure was the kind that reshapes people, and I have held position. And I couldn't press send on a message that said your name. There's something living in that gap that I haven't been willing to examine. Until tonight, the message I didn't send you has been sitting in the part of me that doesn't get quiet when everything else goes quiet. And I'm starting to think the reason I keep waking up at 3 a.m. isn't the work. It's the message I keep not sending. I've timed things my whole life. Not obsessively. Functionally. In the kind of work I do, time is not abstract. Seconds matter. The gap between decision and execution can determine outcomes that affect thousands of people. I have learned to be precise about time, the way a surgeon is precise about instruments, not from anxiety, but from respect for what precision produces. So the fact that I know it was 47 seconds means something. 3:17 in the morning. The screen was the only light in the room. Your name was in the search bar, exactly 4 letters into it, before I stopped and looked at what I was doing. And then I sat there, 47 seconds. In 47 seconds I have made decisions worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I have green-lit projects that hundreds of people would spend years building. I have rejected paths that would have been the defining choice for most people's careers. I can do extraordinary things in 47 seconds. I couldn't send you a message. What I want to describe, and I want to describe it carefully, because I think this is where something true lives, is what was actually happening in those 47 seconds. Because it wasn't blankness. It wasn't indecision in the way that word usually means. I wasn't weighing pros and cons. I was sitting with the specific weight of what the message would mean. There's a version of reaching out that is casual. Hey, after years of silence. An observation about something mutual. Those things exist. People do them. They're a kind of low-stakes re-entry, a way of testing whether the door still opens without committing to walking through it. That's not what the message was going to be. I knew what the message was going to be before I started typing. I knew exactly what I wanted to say, had known, if I'm honest with myself, for longer than I could calmly account for. The search bar wasn't research. It was a step towards something that had been building a very long time. And 47 seconds later, I deleted your name letter by letter and put the phone down. Have you ever been